Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. It's me, Tia Dina. Today, I will be sharing with you Pia's travel in Jordan in April 2012. It was a spring break. Me and my 3 friends planned the trip to Jordan for 5 days. We applied the visa in the Consulate of Jordan here in Dubai. The visa costs 150 dirhams for single entry. We prepared the following: Julian filled application form, one recent colored passport size photograph, original passport valid for at least 6 months containing valid residence in UAE, which is not less than 6 months, plus passport copy, non-objection letter from the sponsor, hotel booking. When we arrived to Amman, we availed the late afternoon Citadel tour. The Amman Citadel is a historical site at the center of downtown Amman, the capital of Jordan. The L-shaped hill is one of the 7 hills, Jabal, that originally made up Amman. Here you can see the Amman Citadel ruins, renovated Gate of Ammon, the uncompleted Roman Temple of Hercules, Umayyad Palace, collections of Roman sculpture on display at the Jordan Archaeological Museum, the Roman Theater, the Hasnait Plaza, and the downtown area, as seen from the hill. The Temple of Hercules located at the site dates to the Roman occupations of the citadel in the 2nd century AD. During the Umayyad period, a palace structure known in Arabic as Alcazar was built at the citadel. The Umayyad Palace was probably used as an administrative building or the residence of the Umayyad official. The palace draw on Byzantine style. The citadel is considered an important site because it has a long history of occupation by many great civilizations. It is also the site of Jordan Archaeological Museum, which is home to our collections of artifacts from the citadel and other Jordanian prehistoric sites. We also had a chance to see King Abdullah Mosque. The King Abdullah I Mosque in Amman, Jordan was built between 1982 and 1989. It is capped by a magnificent blue mosaic dome beneath which 3,000 Muslims may offer prayer. Tourists are allowed to visit. Men must have long trousers on and women must cover their heads, arms, and legs. A hooded gown is provided free of charge for this purpose. You have to remove your shoes and leave them at the doorway. Jordanians take great pride in being religiously tolerant and culturally open, so many of the country's mosques are open to travelers. It is codified by the Amman message, which states that Islam honors every human being, regardless of color, race, or religion. We also had a chance to see the Greek Orthodox Cathedral of the Annunciation, or Abdali, Our Lady of the Annunciation Church, or what we call simply Church of Abdal Webbe. It is a Catholic church. It is worth visiting if you arrive in this city. We enjoyed the half-day city tour in Amman. This tour was arranged by the hostel where we stayed. We already had a great time on our first day and limitless photo shoot. We were thankful to our tour guide, cum driver, cum photographer. On our second day, we availed the day tour to Jerash and Aljon. We leave Amman in the morning, going to Jerash. Jerash is a city in Jordan, north of the capital Amman. Inhabited since the Bronze Age, it's known for the ruins of the walled Greco-Roman settlement of Gerasa, just outside the modern city. These include the 2nd century Hadrian's Arch, the Corinthian columns of the Temple of Artemis, and the huge Forum's oval colonnade. The Jerash Archaeological Museum displays artifacts excavated from the site. The ruined city of Jerash is Jordan's largest and most interesting Roman site and a major tourist spot. The site covers a huge area, and at the extreme south of the site is a striking Hadrian's Arch, also known as the Triumphal Arch, which was built in AD 129 in honor of the visit of the Emperor Hadrian. Behind the arch is the Hippodrome, which hosted chariot races in front of up to 15,000 spectators. The South Gate, originally one of the 4 along the city wall and built in 130, leads into the city proper. One of the most distinctive sights of Jerash, the Forum, is unusual because of its shapes and huge size. 56 iconic columns surrounded the paved limestone plaza, linking the Cardo Maximus with the Temple of Zeus. The elegant remains of the Temple of Zeus, built around 162, can be reached from the Forum, a worthwhile climb even if only for the view. The South Theater was built in the 1st century with a capacity of 5,000 spectators. From the upper store, the acoustics are still wonderful as demonstrated by the occasional roving minstrel or drummer. Northeast of the Forum lies the Cardo Maximus, the city's main thoroughfare, also known as the Colonnaded Street. Stretching 800 meters to the north gate, the street is still paved with original stones rotted by the wheels of chariot and that once jolted along its length. The next place we visited is the Aljon Castle. It is a place on a hilltop belonging to the Mount Aljon district, also known as Jabal of after the Bedouin tribe which had captured the area in the 12th century. From its high ground, the castle was guarding three wadis which descends towards the Jordan Valley. It was built by the Ayyubids in the 12th century and enlarged by the Maklis in the 13th. The name Aljon goes back to the Christian monk who lived in the mountain in the Byzantine period. The castle stands on the ruins of the monastery, traces of which were discovered during the archaeological excavation. We dropped by at the Holy Land Gifts to buy souvenirs and gifts. On our third day, we went to Madaba Church, Mount Nebo, and Dead Sea. We went to Amman Beach, which gives affordable access to the Dead Sea. Madaba Church. This beautiful church is one of the main places of worship and pilgrimage across Jordan, decorated with sumptuous interiors, elegant colonnades, and various mosaics. The Greek Orthodox Basilica of St. George hosts the mosaic map of the Holy Land. With 2 million pieces of vividly colored local stones, it depicts hills and valleys, villages and towns as far as the Nile Delta. The Madaba mosaic map covers the floor of the Greek Orthodox Church of St. George, which is located northwest of the city center. The church was built in 1896 AD over the remains of the much earlier 6th century Byzantine church. The mosaic panel enclosing the map was originally around 15.6 by 6 meter 94 square meters, only about a quarter of which is preserved. Mount Nebo, as mentioned in the Hebrew Bible as the place where Moses was granted view of the Promised Land. The view from the summit provides a panorama of the land and to the north a more magnitude of the valley of the river Jordan. The west bank city of Jericho is usually visible from the summit, as is Jerusalem on a very clear day. According to the final chapter of the book of Deuteronomy, Moses ascended Mount Nebo to view the land of Canaan. According to Christian tradition, Moses was buried on the mountain. On March 20, 2000, Pope John Paul II visited the site during his pilgrimage to the Holy Land. During his visit, he planted an olive tree beside the Byzantine chapel as a symbol of peace. Pope Benedict XVI visited the site in 2009, gave a speech and looked out from the top of the mountain in the direction of Jerusalem. A serpentine cross sculpture, the brazen serpent monument at the top of Mount Nebo, was created by Italian artist Giovanni Pantoni. It is symbolic of the bronze serpent created by Moses in the wilderness nest and the cross upon which Jesus was crucified. We had a quick dip in the Dead Sea in the Amman Beach. We used the mud mask which we bought from the Holy Land's Gifts in the Dead Sea. We enjoyed applying the mud pack all over our body before dipping or rather floating in the Dead Sea. It was a wonderful experience to float in the Dead Sea. We enjoyed our third day tour from Madaba Church to Mount Nebo and to the Amman Beach, which we had opportunity to explore the Dead Sea. We left Amman Beach and headed to the southern Jordan to prepare for our fourth day tour, which is Petra. Welcome to Petra, a UNESCO World Heritage Center, an ancient city center of an Arab kingdom in Hellenistic and Roman times, the ruins of which are in the southwest Jordan. You will be mesmerized to see the city of Petra. The city was built on a terrace, pierced from east to west by the Wadi Musa, or the Valley of the Moses, one of the places where, according to tradition, the Israelite leader Moses struck a rock and water gushed forth. The valley is enclosed by the sandstone cliffs veined with the shades of red and purple, varying to pale yellow, and for this reason, Petra was called by the 19th century English biblical scholar John William Gordon a road-dressed city hub as old as time. For an added experience, we rented a horse and donkeys to explore the vast area of Petra. The Greek name Petra, or which means rock, probably replaced the biblical name Sela. Remains from the Paleolithic and Neolithic periods have been discovered at Petra, and Edomites are known to have occupied the area about 1200 BCE. Centuries later, the Nabateans, an Arab tribe, occupied it and made it the capital of their kingdom. The Luwis are usually approached from the east by a narrow gorge known as the Sikh or Wadi al-Sikh. Among the first sites viewed from the Sikh is the Tasna Treasury, which is actually a large tomb. Al-Bayar, the monastery, is one of the Petra's best-known rock-cut monuments. It is an unfinished tomb facade that during Byzantine times was used as a church. Many of the tombs of Petra have elaborate facades and are now used as dwellings. The high place of sacrifice, a cultic altar dating from the biblical times, is a well-preserved site. Just looking at my travel photos, I'm still awed at the beauty of Petra, a must-see when you visit Jordan. Last but not the least on our itinerary is the Wadi Rum, the Mars on Earth. Wadi Rum is also known as the Valley of the Moon. It's a valley cut into the sandstones and granite rock in the southern Jordan. It is the largest wadi in Jordan. Wadi Rum Protected Area was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2011. It is one of Jordan's most popular tourist sites and attracts a number of foreign tourists. Wadi Rum is home to the Sabdal tribe who develop eco-adventure tourism and services throughout the protected area. Just being there, you will really feel that you are in a different place. We were very fortunate to have a very kind driver, tour guide. We were thankful for the hostel owner and his son. They made sure that though we are on a budget, we enjoyed our Jordan trip. We felt safe and well attended because of them. You can book your stay at the Sunrise Hotel and they also manage your day tour or 4-day. Hope you enjoyed this video and visit Jordan when you can. Shout out to my 3 friends Jill Ann, Rosie, and Tabby. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for notification. Like, comment, and share this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye! See you next time!